you and a heartfelt namaste. I, Anuradha, would like to thank all of you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to our YouTube and Spotify channels and writing in your comments and suggestions. Today, we are going to talk about tarot. Tarot, most people feel, is just a shuffle of cards, and trust me, it isn't. It's a beautiful expression of somebody's journey, and more often than not, a very strong and an accurate pinpointing answer comes out from the tarot. We'll talk about various aspects of tarot in a number of sessions or number of videos that we have. Today, we are going to talk about the importance of the suits. The suits are the 4 minor arcana suits that are the wands, which are also known as the batons or the clubs. It is which relates to the fire element. For the water element, we have in the cups or the chalice. For the air element, we have the swords or the knives, as they sometimes call it. And for the pentacles, it's also the coin, which relates to the earth element. These 4 suits are so much related to their own area of work. Obviously, the suits are all numbered from 1 to 10, and then there are 4 court cards each. Each of these suits are related to a certain element, as I told you earlier on. And not just that, each of these suits will be able to tell us something on a very different plane. We know about the fire. The fire relates to our aggression. The fire also relates to our activities. It relates to our having a futuristic look and be on fire, that is, be on go, do something physically. When it comes to the earth, we all know that it is all about money. We know that it is about being practical. We know it is about holding onto situations or holding onto ideas and converting them into something structural or fundamental. When we talk about water, we know it's about free flowing, it's about emotions, it's about tears, it's about having a feeling of joy. All those emotional energy that we have within us is all about water. And air is all about the mental thought process. So all the 4 aspects of life, be it physical, be it emotional, be it mental, or be it practical, material for that matter, are all related to these 4 elements. And when a card that we pick up belongs to a certain suit comes in, and in a reading, when there are a number of cards from the same suit coming in, we understand in what realm, in what area of life this activity is going to happen. There can be 2 people who can ask us the same questions, but if they have suits of life from different background or from different elements coming in for us, then one person can be working on an entire different dimension from the other person. And that is very important to understand. To add on to it, will also depend if there is a court card accompanying it or whether there is a major arcana card. Just so that we are aware, the major arcana cards are always cards which tell us to take very strong and decisive decisions in life. These decisions have to be implemented. There are no ifs and buts about it. And once we implement these decisions, life will then go on further. So I had, just for example, to show how things work out when suits are different in the same question for 2 different people, I have a question which was asked to me by 2 different people, and the suits again change. So the question here that was asked to me was, will I be able to do my studies properly? So there are 2 set of answers that I've got for 2 different people. Now, very clearly, if you look, it's a 3-card spread. That's one of the easiest spreads to go with, which talks about the past, present, and the future, or how will things pan out for me? What is my obstacle? What is my decision? And what will be the result? As such, there can be so many questions that one can ask from a 3-card spread. As I took out a 3-card spread for both of them, this is the answers that we God. In the first, we saw a 5 of wands. Then we saw an emperor, which is a major arcana card, which signifies or cements the fact that this is something that is going to take place and probably taking place in the present of the person. And finally, the outcome of that would be the 6 of wands. The 5 of wands, as we can all very well see, is strife. There is going to be a problem. There is going to be a lot of warrior issues, or there can be a lot of issues regarding, a lot of heated debate, heated arguments about something to be done or not to be done. So there can be problems as far as the education is concerned. People can oppose that. People can have a lot of uh, question about why this is happening or why one needs to do that particular thing, and people can be really nasty about it. But if the person takes a very strong call or a decision, as the emperor says, I am correct in what I'm doing, and would stick to their goals, because the emperor always sticks to his words. If they stick to their words, they're likely to make it through. Also, the emperor gives you an opportunity to have a plan B ready. So if the person has a plan B ready, the person will be able to take it on for a long period of time. And finally, we see a 6 of wands. You see there is a graduation from a 5 to a 6 of wands. That means a person will be able to move further, and it is a card of victory. A person would be victorious. Okay, there can be those people who have opposed him are now supporting him, because the person has been able to stand the test of time, move ahead, complete the education, and then come out victorious of it. On the other hand, when we move to the second answer that we are getting a second answer where we find a lot of swords. We find graduation again from the 5 of swords. So there is a connectivity between the 5. If you see in both the cards, there is a strife. There is a fight where others have been rejected. You have won. So yes, you might be having a certain upper hand. You might have won the level, the first level. But when we come to the second level, yes, again there is a graduation, but the 7 of swords shows of something that you are moving out. You have an advantage, you've stolen, or you have cheated, and you are trying to have a one-upmanship over others. But will that be in your favor? If you're trying to take a shortcut, it may not really be in your favor, because the suit of swords talk about your mental abilities. So mentally, you might be in a better position from others. You might be at a position, as the 5 of swords say, that you might be in a position which is superior to others. But that could lead to you cheating on others, or that could lead to you taking a shortcut, which later on may be out of your hands. You may not be able to continue, or you may not be able to do justice to the work, because the Wheel of Fortune actually works in tandem with the suit of cards near it. So if you're taking a shortcut, the Wheel of Fortune does not fall in your favor. So we see that while this can turn into a possibly greater answer, good answer, if the person, the 7 of wands also says, you end up, the 7 of sword also says that you can learn more. You can spend your life, time at night learning while others are not watching. But again, if you're trying to take a shortcut, you're not well off. So the Wheel of Fortune is the one that takes a decision there. In the first case, the person needs to stick on to their work and needs to fight out others, not be too bothered about others, stick to the decision. In the second case, it's not the others who are working, it's your mental state, whom you're fighting with or whom you're trying to adjust. So it's two different answers for two different questions. For the same question, depending on the suit of cards that are very important. Always remember the elements in the minor arcana will lead you to let you know what kind of fight ahead, or what kind of realm ahead you are looking at. On what level do you want to, or do you have to interact? Till we meet with you again, do write in to us and let us know.
Please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.